welcome to the SERL Truck Series, race number 4 of this year, 2021. We're at the Last Great Colosseum here in Bristol, Tennessee, as 22 guys get ready to take on this half-mile concrete high bank track in Bristol. So, with that said, these guys are finishing up practice, and while they're finishing up, we'll go ahead and play the national anthem and come back to you momentarily. Alright, we're getting set to qualify here. There's a few of these guys have already set to take the track. It looks like we got Justin Michael out here getting ready to set his first qualifying time of the evening. See what kind of time he can set. Justin Michael with a 14:956 as his best time. So I don't think he will get around to complete lap 2. Look at the 5 of Andrew Rattel. Looks like he went ahead and pulled it off. Got the 20 of Matt Rutter getting ready to come out and make his first qualifying lap of the evening. First lap comes in at a 15:446. Goes on to set lap 2. Looks like Dakota Camper is out there setting the fastest time on qualifying, a 14:901 as he starts his lap number 2. Let's see if he can make that any better. He does not, so he holds the provisional pole at 14:901. Doug Neal in the 77. Gets it ready to start taking his time. (15:227). Looks like that's going to be his fastest time as the 10 of Williams gets ready to set to put down his fastest lap. It looks like he got a little loose coming out of 4 there as he crossed the start-finish line. The 12 of Christopher Pendle is looking to set the fastest time of the evening. comes around turn 4, crosses the start stripe. 15:047, that puts him 7th on the list. At the 51 of trying to set his fastest time in that good looking Spotify Toyota Tundra. He'll be 10th at the moment with a 15:219. Still waiting on that. Oh, there he goes, the 78. This is the guy I've been wanting to watch all night. The 78's getting ready to set his fastest lap time. I've been watching him in practice. He seems a little slow to start, but I have a feeling he'll come on strong. Usually Nate Maurer is a rocket here at Bristol Motor Speedway. See what his first lap comes in as P7 of 15:026. Quarter tenth off of the fastest lap set by Dakota Camper. He's still our provisional pole setter. Nate completes his second lap. Nope, no better. So he looks like he'll roll off provisionally in P7 at the moment. 25. Todd Mays looks to set his fastest time. Right now he's setting P11 with a 15:133. And while we have a moment of nobody taking the track, let's take a look at our point standings before we start this race. There's our current point standings in the SERL 6 or 1K Truck Series. Justin Michael is setting out as our current leader with 151 points. I believe he has 2 wins. Of course, Blake Giglio is kind of slowly running him down. He's setting off 128 points. Dakota Camper has yet to get a win, but he's at 126 points. And you've got Joey Doucette with the winner last week at Atlanta Motor Speedway. He's moved up through the ranks. As you can run down that list there, there's a thing is it doesn't take much to get you a quick win here, and you can be easily find yourself jumping 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 positions. Let's get down to 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in qualifying. Take a look at our race info for the evening. Track is at an 81 degrees on the track temperature. The ambient temperature outside is 77 on this half-mile high-banked Bristol Motor Speedway. These guys will also be utilizing a 1 pit road system, So they will have to enter the pit off 2 and exit off of 1. So we'll see how that plays in, as we're not using the dual pit roads. We'll go back to the point system one more time, let you guys take one more look at it as we sit here and wait. Let's see here. You know what, let's bring up our last week's winner. Let's see what he has to say about this high bank half mile. Hey Joey, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy, buddy.
10-4, your last week's winner, coming in from a 1.5 mile cookie cutter to a half-mile high bank concrete track. What kind of what are you looking for this evening to hopefully get it a little bit out of the track? Are you looking for long runs or short green flag runs?
Long runs. My truck's good on the long runs, and but I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. I'm still debating on what I want to run, but hopefully it goes green. I'd like to have some green flag runs. Every time at Bristol, it's a caution fest, so hopefully we can keep it straight.
10-4. All right, well, good luck. Hopefully we'll get you a back-to-back win and move up a little bit further in that points battle right now. Looks like you're about 25-30 points out at the moment, so you got a little bit of work to do to get up there to the lead. So.
Oh yeah, buddy.
All right, 10-4. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, that was our last week's winner, Joey Doucette. Like I said, we'll see how this works out. Let's go ahead and run through our grid for the evening. Trying to get rid of these points. I may I don't know why it is deciding to do that. See if we can get rid of it here before we get back going green. Take the initial green flag. Give me just a minute. Let me work on a few things here before we get started back. I can't get it to lose. Looks like my overlay is not working correctly. I apologize. See if we can get it to kill and start over again for us. There we go. I apologize. I don't know what that thing was doing. Alright, there's our first starting grid. Dakota Camper will be our pole sitter for the evening. Justin Michael will start off second, Blake Giglio third, Dustin Matson fourth, Bobby Mays fifth, Dylan Redding sixth, Nate Morrow seventh, eighth will be Justin Lumpkin, ninth will be Christopher Pendle, 10th will be Jamie Dunning, 11th will be Todd Mays, 12th will be Jonathan Cogswell. Apologize, SDK is giving me a little trouble. 13th will be Marshall James Jr., 14th, Greg Fronick, 15th Doug Neal, 16th Christopher Howell, 17th Matthew Rudder, 18th Andrew Rattel, 19th Colin Williams, 20th Dean Clavitt, 21st Joey Doucette, 22nd Kevin Franks, and 23rd Logan Hagerman. My apologies. So now let's try, see if we get this pulled up. Here we go as we get set to go green here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And we're waiting on the green flag and we are underway. Looks like Justin Michael got out to a good start there and took it away from Dakota Camper quickly. As we have our first caution of the evening. Let's go take a look and see who was in it to start. Looks like it was involving, take a look at it here with you. Looks like it's involving that 2551. Let's see, as they come out of 2. Ooh, looks like the 12 just lost it and then collected a bunch of cars in between. And then 12 pulled back out front, collected the 18 and a few others. And there's your first caution melee of the evening. Yeah, some of these guys are getting ready to hit pit road early to get a little bit of that damage fixed. That is the exit of pit road. These guys are coming around 3 and 4, and you'll see them start to enter the pit lane. And a few of these are going to get their damage fixed early from that initial wreck. It looks like our only leader of the evening right now is Justin Michael. I apologize again for the grid there. I do not know exactly what happened to the overlay. Looks like, you know, as always, computer systems do glitch out a little bit, and that was just one that happened. Under our first caution of the evening, involving a multitude of cars, nothing too terminal for some of these guys. As we come down to the 1 to go, these guys will double file it, line it, double file back up, and we will put the field back in the hands of that 87 point leader Justin Michael. Dakota Camper was on the pole, but he surrendered it quickly to Michael. He was fastest in practice as well. That pace truck is off, and Justin Michael is back on the loud pedal, and we are back under green. Gets out to a 5 or 6 car lead over the 00 of Blake Giglio. The 3 of Dakota Camper has surrendered a second place to him, and he is under fire from the 6th of Dustin Matson. Looks like that 4 of Justin Lumpkin is trying to take that 6th position from the 22 of Bobby Mays. So it looks like Nathan Maurer is going to surrender. No, it looks like he's going to fight back on the outside and not let Jonathan Cogswell take that position away from him, as these two are battling side by side for 8th position. As you come around, you can see the leaders. See if we can get a long green flag run in here and get some good quality racing. Let's move it down back out front to Justin Michael. As that 00 Blake Giglow has closed that gap quickly, and the 87 has a mirror full of that 00. Looks like Dakota Kemper is still under fire from that 6 car of Dustin Matson, as Dustin dives it up underneath, but we all know the high line is going to be the preferred speed line, as the 6 tries to duck it up underneath the 3 and do a slide job, and he completes it and takes over that 3rd position. We're back here to another battle between the 4, the 11, and the 78, as these guys are battling for that 6th position. And as you can see, the 22 up there diving up underneath the 3, but the 3 having that huge run off the corner of Bristol. That high lane up there, or the high line up there with that progressive banking, is where you want your truck to be, because that is where the speed is. These guys are nose to tail fighting for position. I want to mention that our first stage comes at lap 70, and we're only on lap 19 at the moment. So we've got a few more laps to go until we reach that 70 mark. I think these guys can make it with on fuel, so we will see how this plays out. We'll jump back up here to the front as the 00 is still all over that 87 truck, looking for the lead, trying to force Michael into some type of mistake and take the position away. Looks like Giglio is being very patient at the moment, just waiting for his moment. He ducks up underneath him for a little bit of fresh air. These two will try to sort it out. Let's go back here and look at this battle here. This is a hornet's nest between 11, 78, 13, 27, and 4. These guys have single filed it out. They were double file there trying to fight it out. Let's go back here a little bit further in the pack, see if we can find us a battle between the 5 and the 18. These two are duking it out. The 5 being Andrew Rattel, and the 18, ooh, looks like the 18 got into the wall of Christopher Howell. The 56 of Dean Clavel was able to get up underneath the 71 of Gregory Froelich. Gregory, if I am pronouncing your name incorrectly, please correct me. Ooh, looks like the 77 of Doug Neal, looks like he is 3 laps down, trying to manage through some of that damage he received in that initial caution. First caution of the evening. Looks like he's on probably fresh tires and trying just to keep up with the speed. Jump back out front here to the 87 as now he is starting to catch lap traffic. That first one in front of him is the 20 of Matthew Rudder. You'll put him down another lap, put him down 2 laps now. Looks like that 87 starting to pull away from the 00 of Blake Giglio. Of course, that 6 car of Dustin Matson, he has some speed. You can watch him sail it off down in the corner, drift it high, and then get back on the gas again. And looks like he is closing up that gap between him and the 00. Let's see if we can find us another side-by-side battle, if we can. Here we go. These guys back here are still sorting it out between the 11, 13, 4, and 27. That 11 is under fire from that 13 of Jamie Lee Dunning. As they close in on this lap car, looks like the lap car is going to stay low, which is probably going to be in the way of the 13. So we'll see how this battle plays out. Oh, it looks like that lap car decided to go high there. And lap traffic going to be an issue here. It's going to be a make or break for your runs off the corner, as the 11 is trying to work underneath that lap car as they are 3 wide down the backstretch. We'll go back here and look at our last week's winner, the 16 Joey Doucette, in that orange and black car. The Doug Neal, the 77, in that bright yellow Simbox machine. The Joey Doucette also driving that orange and black Simbox, as he is just kind of maintaining his position and waiting for the long run to come in. As we spoke to him earlier, he's waiting for that long run to come in. He tries to work up underneath the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. Back over, looks like Justin Michaels getting ready to catch 3 cars on the tail end of the lead lap. The 18, the 97, and the 51. Ooh, as the 51 gets into the wall in front of our leader. Looks like the 87 will finally clear him off of 4. With 51 into the wall again hard. As we have another caution out. Looks like it was involving the 51. Go back and take a quick look at it here. Of the 51, caution number 2 is out. Looks like the 51 just quickly disconnected, I'm going to say, because he come off of 2 there and just pulled it inside and quickly parked it and exit, but by that time the caution had already come out. It was too late. So the 51 is, yep, 50, that was from the 51. So we'll go back live here to our leaders and see if any, yep, everybody's on pit road early. See these guys all hit pit road now. You'll see them come around here and all hit pit road quickly. Let's see who wins the race off of pit road. Justin Michaels done. 00, 6, 3. Looks like those guys will maintain their position. 78 of Nathan Meyer. Looks like he's going to gain a few positions up to P5 as the race off pit road concludes. Go back up front here and take a quick look and see. there's your leader. Doug Neal in the 77, the 10, the 20. Those three up front are going to take the wave around and get a lap back. If not, put them back on the lead lap, which is going to be key. It's trying to make sure you don't lose too many laps here, because if you even one lap is a hard push to get it back. As we come down to 1 to go, these guys are going to double file it back up. It looks like that 87 has taken the high lane, putting the 00 of Blake Giglio down low. And we've seen that inside lane get absolutely clobbered on the restarts. So we'll see if that's what happens again. As we put the field back in the hands of the 87, the pace car is off, and the 87 is back on the loud pedal again as he gets a good 3, 4, 5 car length lead over the 00. And we may want to go back and take a quick look at that. See if that 00 did a lane change before the start finish line. As he comes by, looks like he is going to be in the clear. That was close. So go back out front. Let's see if that 00 saves his tires a little bit more this go around. If he can maybe save a little bit more tire and have a little bit more for that 87 in the longer run. See if we can find some good side-by-side battles here as these two try to sort it out. Looks like the 78 got around the 22, which will put him up into 4th. Come back here again to another battle. Looks like the 4 is going to surrender a couple of spots to the 56 and the 18. Jonathan Cogswell on the 27. As I said, Joey Doucette in that number 16 Simbox machine has been patiently waiting, and he is up to P7. He started 21st. He is our current biggest mover of the race. Ooh, as that 11 gets into the wall a little bit, 16 decides to kind of be a little bit more patient. As we close in with 18 laps to go until the stage. Now we will not throw a caution for the stage. We will keep them green, and the stage will collect stage points for these guys, but we will keep it green and keep on rolling. Looks like that 00 is kind of doing what he did last run, kind of staying on the tail end of the 87 right on his bumper, trying to force some type of a mistake and see if he can get by, because we all know the clean air here before you reach lap traffic, which is coming up quickly, can be a huge benefit to your truck, even on a short run, even on a short track. A7's now working on some lap traffic. That may give the 00 the opening he needs to get around him. 87 starts now working on the lap traffic of the 25. Of course, it looks like it's going to give the benefit to the live traffic going to give benefit to the 87 truck. He was able to work his way through it pretty quickly, and Blake had a little bit more of an issue, which opens up that gap as we close down on 10 to go for the stage. And we, like I said, we will not throw the caution. We will just they will just collect their stage points and keep on racing. Let's go see if we can find us some side-by-side battles, as these guys, this is a huge hornet's nest back here. Got lap down cars that are faster, or trucks that are faster, in your phrase. Watch that 16 of Joey Doucette as they work on lap traffic. Ooh, the 16 gets into the back of the 11 a little bit. Gonna open up the door for Jamie Lee Dunning, the 13, to come outside, and Jamie decides to back off and say, "Go on, boys. I'll be patient." Seven to go for the stage. It'll be 6 to go this time by. See if we can find us a side-by-side battle. Looks like the 18, the 56, and the 4 are all battling for that 10th position. The final stage points, or the final stage point, looks like Kevin Franks in that nice looking University of Tennessee orange and white truck is also in this battle. Right now, Christopher Howell in that black number 18 is holding that position as we close down to 3 to go to the stage. Who is going to get this last stage point? Go back up and look at the 00 and the 6. These two are duking it out at the moment. As these guys fight for that second position in 9 stage points. I showed you earlier at the beginning of the broadcast about how points can make a difference. As the 6 gets around the 00, Nate Maurer and the 78 close it in, as this will be the stage right here. Looks like we have Justin Michael, Dustin Matson, Blake Giglio, Nathan Maurer, Bobby Mays, Dylan Redding, Joey Doucette, Jamie Lee Dunning, Jonathan Cogswell, and Christopher Howell. That is your top 10 stage point collectors. As we can, like I said, we continue racing on. I would like our viewers to get in the comments, give me your picks to win this race after watching this first stage. Who do you think is going to win this race? Comment below and let's see where our standings set. My money is still on that 78 and Nathan Maurer. He is slowly, methodically just keeping pace and saving his tires. As you can see, he closes in on that 00 of Blake Giglio, as Blake was going to surrender, going to drop down low and surrender that position to Nathan. As Nate goes to work on the 6 now. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of lap traffic in his way to start, as we are already halfway completed with this race. The 25 needs to get out of the way and let Nate go, and he does. Who almost comes down and collects the 00. We'll jump back out front real quick. There's your late race leader, the 87. He is roughly a quarter of a lap in front of P2. I think he Dakota Camper. He's getting ready to fall victim to the leader and fall a lap down. Makes you wonder if he run his tires a little too early. And now as that 87 is going to catch up to him. Ooh, as the 18 and the 3 get it collected together, are they going to be able to save it? And they do, but that's going to slow up the 87 big time. Ooh, as the 87 and the 18 get into it. Wow, that is going to bring that 6 truck really close now to that leader. Wow, that was close. That could have ended badly for our leader. Now he'll jump back out and see if any of that damage he collected is going to slow that truck down any. It's now the 87's next victim will be Justin Lumpkin. A little bit further ahead. That 87 is setting a blistering pace at the moment. I will say Nathan Maurer is not far behind, as Nathan is matching him lap for lap, every single lap. So these two, this will be interesting if these two kind of get together here towards the end. I'd like to see how this battle will play out. Of course, the 6 of Dustin Matson is also matching lap time for lap time with the top 3. There's our 5th place guy, Bobby Mays, as he is under fire from that 16 truck of Joey Doucette. But we should be getting close to, well, we're at roughly about almost 50 laps on a fuel run. So while we wait, or while we watch these guys get ready for pit stops, let's just one of my favorite segments. Let's throttle up that volume. looks like we have now started green flag pit stops. That 22, one of the first ones to hit pit road. Well, let's see if he pulls everybody else behind him. Looks like that 13 of Jamie A. Dunning is going to be on pit road. Looks like he's got a little bit of right side damage. There's that 20 we know is a couple laps down. 22's on there, 13's on pit road. See if anybody else follows suit. Ooh, looks like Dakota Camper and the 3 is on pit road. See if anybody else follows suit. Up here to our leader, Justin Michael, and you can see when he's thinking about hitting pit road here. Like I said, I was talking about that 78 of Nathan Maurer. He is quietly matching race pace with the leader lap after lap, as is that 6 truck. Looks like the 6 is now on pit road. Let's see when that 78 and the 87 decide to come in and take 4 tires. I don't know how much longer these guys want to stay out, so we close down to 46 laps to go to the end of this race. I don't know about you, but this has been a pretty exciting race as the 87 is on pit road now. He is going to surrender the lead to Nathan Maurer. I'm thinking Nathan will need to hit pit road here on these next couple of laps, if not the next lap. Otherwise, that 87 is just going to pull away from him. Looks like he is maybe trying to get down the pit road this time, maybe. Nope, he has decided to stay out as he inherits the lead. Goes down to 44, 43 laps to go. '87 is now coming back out on out. And folks, let me kind of clarify here. He went down pit road. Nate was about 4 seconds behind him, the 78 truck. Now the leader, previously the 87, is 2 laps down. And he will be fighting to get his laps back. But he will get them back pretty quick depending on when that 78 decides to hit pit road. Looks like he is calling out on the radio. Maybe it is this time for him to hit pit road. No, he did not call it out. I thought he called it out. There's only 3 cars on the lead lap right here. The 78, the 00, and the 16 of Joey Doucette are the only 3 cars on the lead lap. But these guys also are set to pit, which will complete the cycle. And at the moment, if the cycle completes out, looks like it's going to put that 27. No, 27 and 5 still have to pit. It'll put the 87 of Justin Michael back out on the lead lap. Or back out as your race leader. As you can see, he got around Nathan pretty quick, pretty easily to get 1 lap back. Now we wait and see when these top 4 or 5 guys decide to pit. Or how long they'll stay out. Ooh, looks like as the leaders collected by the 12. And there is your caution. We'll go back and take one more quick look at it. I'm not sure exactly what happened. We'll bring it back and slow it up for you guys and take a quick look at it here. Looks like the 12 just thought he was clear. We'll back it up one quick second. Yeah, it looks like Nate was able to get back to the outside of the 12. And the 12 just thought he was clear. Just kind of cleared himself. Yep, and that will be your third caution of the evening. Is we're going to see how this plays out. That's only going to put the top 3. Wow, that'll put the top 3 on the on the lead lap. Justin Michael, the 87, will receive the free pass. He just took it. So basically, 5th on back will be a lap down, and these guys will be your wave around cars or trucks. But the top 4 will be able to take fresh tires here, and we'll see how this kind of plays out. That's going to lock out a few of these top few or fastest drivers, such as the 6. He will be one lap, well, he'll be back on the lead lap, but will be on 14 lap old, maybe 16 lap old tires when we go back green. So we're going to see how this plays out for these guys. I want to take a minute and thank our official Truck Series, SERL Truck Series sponsor, Tony Smith, who is not in the field this evening. He usually drives the 17 truck. We want to thank him for his sponsorship, and we want you guys to take and go over to Twitch and give him a follow. It is twitch.tv/Sixer1K. That's SIXXER 1K. Go over there and give him a follow to show our support for him supporting our SERL Truck Series. We appreciate him doing that for us. And again, that URL is twitch.tv/Sixer1K. SIXXER 1K. Tony Smith. Oh, as these guys are kind of wrecking under caution here. Wow. What was that? That was crazy. These guys trying to close up fast. As Joey Doucette is our leader. And the 16, he gets off to a great restart. Blake Giggler in that 00 down low as he got a little bit loose. As he loses it, and that is going to be our 4th caution of the evening. That's our fourth caution of the evening here. Go back and take a quick look at it here. Slow it down, let you guys get a good look at what happened to the 00. See, whales it off down into turn 3 and 4, just gets it sideways. The 10 kind of goes high. Nate Morrow takes evasive action to get around him. And he just slides it to a stop. Looks like nobody hit him. Looks like we got all these guys to get through. Yep. All these guys got through, and that will be our 4th caution of the evening. As that 16 of Joey Doucette is our race leader. Of course, we're going to see the 78 Nathan Maurer. He got absolutely whammied in that catch up for these guys that were a lap down trying to catch up, or on the the wave around guys. He actually got nailed in the rear bumper. As you can see, the damage, big old giant crease in the back bumper. Looks like he'll hit pit road and use his fast repair and get back out here on the track, which was probably a really smart move considering we are coming down to 27 laps to go. But back out front, the 16 of Joey Doucette is our race leader. Got 2 to go to the green. Justin Michaels out there on 20 lap old tires. Joey's on 8 lap old tires, as these guys will be good to go till the final checkered flag. So we'll see what happens here as we close this Last Great Colosseum race here in Bristol on these high half-mile concrete bank track. Of course, we all know these guys covered Bristol Motor Speedway covered this thing in dirt here recently, and of course we had a couple of dirt races on this track, one in the SCRL as a exhibition race a couple of weeks ago, well, about a month ago, which was an interesting race. I do not know if the schedule holds for these guys to run a dirt race this year. We will see as we get ready to put the field in the hands of the 16 of Joey Doucette, and we come down to 25 laps to go. Will be 24 at the stripe, and let's see what happens here. As the 16's back on the loud pedal again, gets a pretty good restart. That 87 truck's going to look to pass him quickly and regain that lead, and he will be able to complete it into 3. Ooh, as Joey just fights back hard on the outside, looking to put it 3 wide with a 10 on the bottom. Now that 10 truck is 4 or 5 laps down, so he is not in contention. He is just up here trying to race back and get one of his laps back the hard way. As that caution came out, that put the 6 back into contention as well, as he is now back on the lead lap, back up where he was before. Go back and look at Nate. He is way back here in the pack. He is almost half a lap behind these leaders. Looks like he was just shuffled back in the pack. Looks like he's backed off to let these guys, some of these leaders up through here, kind of battle it out. And you got Blake Giglio, who is 4th place, who is absolutely in a huge hornet's nest at the moment with a lot of lap cars. He is just trying to make sure he does not get caught up in this, in any messes, so he can hopefully get to the end. As we jump back out front to Justin Michael, his mirror is full of that 16 truck. Of course, the 16's mirror is full of the 6 truck. As we come down to 19 laps to go, these guys are battling out here at the Last Great Colosseum to see who will be reigned the Bristol Motor Speedway champion of the season. Six trucks all over that 16 as the 6 drives up underneath and tries to complete a slide job and cannot do it. He's probably going to have to reset his thinking here. Said Joey just said the 16 is our last week's winner at Atlanta. Let's see if he can repeat, or not last week, but the week before. We had an off week last week. See if he can repeat as a two-time race winner, as the only one to do it this season, is the 87 of Justin Michael. As we have another caution come out, that'll be our 5th caution of the evening. Looks like it's involving the 4 of Justin Lumpkin. Let's take a quick look and back it up here and see what happened. Looks like he was going to go low. The 00 was there. 00 hit the apron, come up a little bit, got into the 4, slid him sideways. Looks like he's going to back it up into the wall. Yep, and all these guys come by, hopefully not to get any damage. Looks like he may have gotten into 77 a little bit. 12 taking evasive action. And then the 4 just decides to get on the binders and hold it, let everybody by, which is probably a smart move, save his truck from a lot more damage. As that will be our 5th caution of the evening. Still puts the 87 out front, but I will say this. It brings the 78 of Nathan Maurer, it will bring him back up in touch with the leaders. And he won't have to battle through all these lap traffic cars to get back to the front battle. Looks like the 00 and the 27 decided to hit pit road for damage fixing tires. As we come down to 12 laps to go, looks like we'll be under 10 laps to go when we do go back green. And we'll see how this plays out. Looks like Sticky J, or one of our good buddies, Travis White, has said Nate is tough at Bristol. Looks like he's made his call. See if anybody else has commented. No, I got 13, 14 you guys out there watching. Give us your predictions. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to finish this 10-lap melee or 9-lap melee when we go back green? Who do you think has it to win it? Does Nate have enough? Does the 87 of Justin Michael just pull back out front? Does our previous race winner, or 2 weeks ago or last week, whichever last race we run, the 16 Joey Doucette have it? Or will we see a first-time winner in the 6 or the 13? Sorry, the 6 or the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell? As we get ready to go back green, put the hands in the field in the hands of Justin Michael as he is back on the loud pedal on that outside lane. Joey Doucette did not get a good restart. Going to give the 78 Nathan Maurer the run on the outside, and here we go. Let's see if Nate can close that gap, get to the back of the 87, and possibly win this race. I know Nate is giving it everything he can when it comes to the end. And I know he's not afraid to use the bumper if it comes to it. Looks like that 6 truck is going to try to slide job the 7. Slide job Nate. Nate has the preferred high lane, going to pull away. 6 is going to try it again. Nate's going to maintain it as we come down to 5 to go this time by. Does anybody have anything for that 87 truck? 6 almost cleared Nate right there. Almost cleared to 78. Didn't have enough. He may do it this time. Nope. 6 drifted a little too high. Still gives that 78 to run. Jonathan Cogswell jumping in here as the 6 is going to... Oh, the 6 wrecked the 6 wrecked him. Tried to pull the slide job. Put him in the wall. Wow, what a move. To me, that was kind of dirty if you ask me. But I know we're getting down to the end. These guys are willing to do what it takes to win. Or gain positions where he can. Go back out front as we come down to the white flag. And the 87 truck has maintained a 2-second lead over the 6 truck of Dustin Matson. White flag's in the air. 1 to go. And that is it. That'll be your winner. The 6 truck of Dustin Matson will finish 2nd. Jonathan Cogswell 3rd. 4th place will be Joey Doucette in the 16. 5th will be Dakota Camper, who rallied back to have a 5th place finish. Go back up here and let our leader, he's going to burn it down here at the start-finish line. There's your race winner. Let's get our top 3 up here in. All right, let's pull up our 3rd place finisher, Jonathan Cogswell. All right. Hey, Jonathan, this is Justin in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Jonathan? Good. Good 3rd place finish there. Looks like you rallied from almost going a lap down by the 87 to finish on the lead lap. Good job there. Were you hoping these guys? I know you were watching the 6 and the 9 or 78 get into it. Were you hoping those guys would bring out another caution so you have another chance at the 87?
I was wanting to get 2nd, couldn't quite get to him, but this has been a long time coming. I've been struggling ever since I come in the trucks, getting 18th and 18th up in the Cup cars. I've already had several podiums, so it was nice to get up here and show that I belong.
10-4. Well, good job. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to thank UFA and my sponsor Dairy Queen, and thank you for broadcasting and the other drivers for coming out today.
Absolutely. Well, good job on the 3rd place finish, and we will see you next week. As it looks like we're off to pull up the schedule, so I got an idea of where we're at. Wrong schedule. Looks like we're off to Richmond next week for 150 laps. So.
Sounds like fun to me.
Yes, sir. We will see you then.
Thanks.
Pull up our 2nd place finisher, Dustin Matson. Hey, Justin, this is Dustin, this is Justin up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
10-4. Looks like you performed a power move there to get around the 97 of Nate. got into him a little bit, put him in the wall. So were you just racing a little hard and got in there a little hot, or did you plan on doing that?
I never plan on just cleaning somebody out for a position. That's, we're playing a game on a computer. There's no sense in doing that. I just, I was battling hard there on the bottom and trying to keep, door to door with them. And I had a little bit of, I was still using some fresh tires there because I pitted on that last, one of those last cautions, and I was just trying to get the best out of them and sent it in there, and it washed up on me. And looks like it kind of just, he was still trying to hang tight on me as best he could in the top lane, and I just got into him with my fender there.
10-4, you were fast all night. Were you thinking you had anything for the 87 there towards the end?
Nah, not really. Maybe if I could have maybe gotten to like P2 and gotten to his bumper, maybe. I mean, because I wasn't really sure where he was at on tires. I think he stayed out. Maybe I had a little bit of a tire advantage, but he's just pretty much got raw speed regardless. So who knows? I was pretty content just to be top 5, honestly.
10-4, yeah, he was fast all night. So you got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Thanking the rest of the SCRL guys for having me here, and Dakota and teammates at Throttle Up. I'm still kind of learning this truck racing thing and learning how to race around everybody. So hopefully I'm keep getting a little bit better, getting a little bit cleaner than it was tonight.
10-4, we're off to Richmond next week. You get any good there at Richmond?
I like Richmond a lot. I haven't really raced there in the trucks too much, but I've done a good bit of racing there in the Xfinity car, and tracks like Richmond and Iowa I seem to really enjoy. There's a reason why they call it the driver's track. So
10-4. All right. Well, hopefully we'll have you back up here in the broadcast for a podium finish. So good job, and we will see you next week.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
There's our second place finisher. Let's bring up our first place finisher, Justin Michael. Hey, Justin. This is Justin up in the booth again. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Pretty good. This seems to be a repeating theme for this season, bringing you up here for finishing P1. It's your third race win on the season. You were definitely getting it after it. You were the fastest truck on the track all night long. Almost got caught a lap down there towards about 3/4 of the race. 3/4 through the race. Did you think you were kind of stuck back there, or you were hoping to get back to the front pretty quick?
Yeah, it's I say it's the first time I've ever made green flag pit stops here, but I saw the guy running second. He pitted, and I was like, either I got a chance and go, or I got to pit too, or he'll just pass me and be half a lap ahead of me because of the difference on tires. So I decided to go ahead and pit. Yeah, that caution timing definitely wasn't there for us, but it all worked out in the end. So we got the lucky dog and was able to go back around.
Good job, 10-4. All right, well, next week we are at Richmond, and I hate to ask because we already know the answer to it. Are you any good at Richmond?
Well, I had a friend teach me how to run that track. I was always terrible there, so I've gotten a lot better. I'm interested to see how it's going to be since he won't be there, but because he always beats me. But I think it'll be a fun race. We'll see how I do.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun. Well, hopefully we will see you back up here next week for a podium finish again. Congratulations on win number 3 of the season. And like I said, get anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Since they were out there watching, hopefully it was a good show. The lap cars were making it fun, that's for sure. Had to muscle the way through there. So, but yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed the show. So
10-4.
Appreciate you having me.
Not a problem. We appreciate you. All right, well, we'll see you next week.
Take care.
All right, what there was our first place finisher, third win of the season, Justin Michael. He is our race winner. As you can see, our results standing out here. Justin Michael was our winner. Second place, Dustin Matson. Third, Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth place will be Joey Doucette. Fifth, Dakota Camper. Sixth, Dean Clavitt. Seventh, Justin Lumpkin. Eighth, Jamie Dunning. Ninth, Dylan Redding. 10th, Kevin Franks. And we'll round that's your top 10. And let's see what our points look like. See if it's going to calculate this time for me. It is not going to calculate, but that is what our points It's not calculating anymore for me. Looks like Justin Michael's going to extend his point lead out over some of these guys. So, but like I said, as I mentioned earlier, Justin's been at it. He's got 3 race wins. Congratulations to him. So now we will begin the process of signing off here, and looking forward to seeing you guys back out here next week for Richmond as we go 150 laps there, stage at 70, kind of similar to what Bristol was. Richmond's a 3/4 of a mile racetrack. It's definitely going to be an interesting racetrack. Another short track. We'll see if some of the tempers start flaring there. As we look forward to seeing you next week. Next week we'll go live at 9:15 or drop the green flag at 9:30 right here on the Throttle Up Network. As always, I'm Justin White. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and stay on that lead lap.